Sometimes you wonder, why do you get laid off? Why does life happen? I was there, that employer for 17 years. So like, okay, now what am I going to do? Mid-Ohio Foodbank was just ended up being part of that. That was helpful to us. It's just a wonderful program. We arguably eat healthier now than we ever ate. This provides ancillary help. Mid-Ohio Foodbank has just been a great help.
Just of so many skilled workers who suddenly find themselves out of work, without a paycheck, yet still needing to provide for their families. Marilyn Tomasi with the Mid-Ohio Foodbank joins me once again to talk about how the state of our economy plays a role in food bank and food pantry users. Welcome back, Marilyn.
Thank you.
We talked a bit earlier. Tell us again about how it's ironic. We hear about more jobs. We hear about the economy improving, yet the food bank numbers, the client numbers are going up. Why?
They're going up because the kinds of jobs and the wages are changing. That the food pantry network of Mid-Ohio Food Bank, we have 650 charities in 20 counties, and demand is up at all of those pantries because people are working. They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to take care of their families, but yet they have to work 1 and 2 jobs to make what they were making 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. So folks are not at the same wage scales that they were, and they're really using the pantry to try to supplement and make ends meet for their families.
I'm curious what it's like around the holidays, because we all have extra expenses this time of year, and these families struggle any other time of the year. How is their morale at the holidays when they can't even provide food?
Well, we know from research that we have done that food insecure folks have a higher propensity for depression. I mean, when you don't know where your next meal is coming from, one of our board members said to us one time, you know, when there's food at the table, you're all sitting around having dinner and there's food there, there's a lot of things to talk about. If there's no food on the table, there's only one thing to talk about, and that is, where is our next meal coming from? So when you think about that on a daily basis, and then especially during the holidays, when you want to make sure your kids, your families, your parents, your grandparents have a good holiday, it's tough because you got to make choices.
Marilyn, you and I were chatting during the commercial break about when you hear the stories, the real stories of what people are going through and why they need the food bank, it's like a gut punch. Because you knew of a family where the members took turns eating one day. One day this child would eat, the next day the mom would eat. And then we heard Joshua's story. It's unreal.
You know, this family, there's 7 people in the family, mom, dad, 3 kids, and they're taking care of aging grandparents. And each of those family members picked a day that they did not eat because it was their way of stretching their food budget. These our hungry neighbors, they are so resilient. Their coping skills are pretty remarkable in terms of how day to day to day.
Today, our viewers can make a huge difference.
Yes.
It's a very important day. Just $1 can go how far?
Today, 8 meals.
So even the smallest donation, whatever people can give, you guys, our corporate sponsors, they're going to double it.
They are, and we are so fortunate to have those community sponsors who have stepped up to really help people connect to good, healthy food.
We have only seconds, Marilyn, but how can people donate? What's the best way?
They can go to midohiofoodbank.org/double, or they can call our call 4 number.
Wonderful. And the phone banks are open through 11 p.m. Thank you, Marilyn.